Hey everybody, this is Fran Fraschella, draft expert and basketball junkie. To everybody who's watching, let's get our friends at General Manager Games the subscribers they deserve. Just press that red subscriber button and immerse yourself in sports AI through GM Games content. And on Twitter, it's GM_games. Let's get after it. Let's go.
Right, going live. Bonanza. Let's see who's in the chat. Say what's up. Let me get the word out here quick. All right, so in the league, get that out. Media out. What else we got? Wolverine Studios, leagues, college basketball channel. And what do we got? All right, let's see. We got it out on X. Reddit, we don't do till after the fact. And then let's go have a look. All right, so chat's up. Let me put up the website. Let's get ready. This is the recruiting recruit signing bonanza. So basically, this is college basketball general manager is the name of the league, CBGM, running Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025. And that's for Windows PC. So don't ask if it's on Android or iOS or what. But basically, on September 11th, this is the day that most of the recruits sign to teams. And we have about 107 human teams involved, ready to recruit, using the new NIL in the game to see how that goes. And so we're expecting to have about 20 people in the live stream for this, most of the people in the league, and then we'll get that going very shortly. So as you can see with the image up, it's the 2041 season. It's the first time on College Basketball 25 we're going to be actually doing the recruiting period. And so what we do is we go and we show for transparency that there's no way that we're scumming this thing. We roll over the date. Then we go backwards from top 125 recruits down to the top spot. And we just roll through it that way. So with that in mind, let's just kind of roll the date over because that takes a little bit and get right into the action. So image off, you can see September the 11th. We're in 25 now. This is the commissioner screen. I go back through Cards' coach profile after to go through the recruiting. But for now, let's roll the date over. So this is officially all the action going on. This year, I did not put it on the top 25 screen because you can actually see the signings in the news. So we don't want that to happen this time around and get anybody let the word out on who got who and what. So with that in mind, we're just going to make sure that we get to the day. And then I'm going to black out the screen again as I get into a recruiting screen. I'm going to try to hide my eyes. I don't want to see who the number one recruit is. I think the color actually changes when you first go to recruit number one, and then I got to go back. So I'm kind of smart enough to know what color that might be, who got them, but I'll try to avoid that. Okay, so we're on the 18th now. All right. I'm not going to switch to Brian Scott yet because that might give things away. So let me make sure I hide everything. I got the image back up here. I'm going to go now look for that coach. Okay, and we're switching right now. So I'm right now kind of covering the screen with my hands. I'm going to recruit players. I need to find at the top left when I click on number one. And now I'm going to go backwards. And where is that? That's at the top right. This is hard when I'm trying to look through like a little peephole thing to find my mouse. Okay, back 125. Let's see, I'm on 125. Okay, I'm on 125. Let's do this. Make sure I press left every time. Okay, good to see everyone in the chat. All right, so we're at 125 recruit. Umit Batur out of Turkey. Kyle Pauly with an offer out. He's unsigned right now, international recruit. Okay, 124, Jared Brown. Visited Virginia and UCLA, unsigned at the moment at 124. We want to get to under the top 100, obviously. Some of these are earlies. I don't know if they did. Interestingly enough, there's nil offers showing up here. I don't know if that's because right, maybe that's what everybody gets for nil, but actually maybe it's just after the fact it shows that. Okay, Texas Tech, Jason Wilson signed. All right, Todd Burton, Ohio State. Ohio State's a pretty good team, even when a human or an AI run them. So we're looking at 122, Todd Burton. Nate Washington, unsigned at 121. Who's in the chase? No one on offer. Brian Harris. After the fact, Agalia says, so that's how it works. Nil gets told after the signing, just so everyone can know. And if nil was offered, I guess. So at 120, Brian Harris unsigned in Kentucky. We got Albert Rowe out of Straya and unsigned at 119. Some interest from some Atlantic type teams, one Midwest. We'll keep moving through. 118, Derek Younger. Indiana on offer. Unsigned at the moment. Let's continue on. Omari Gomez. All right, so we got Slick Rick with the signing here. I'm not sure if that was early or not. Out of Nevada, 117 going to Zags. After that, we got Michael Houston out of Kentucky, unsigned, no offers out. We're now into another international. Antilio Ginola out of Italy is not signed yet by anybody. 115. Chuck, welcome to the chat. I'm going to say hi to everybody who's giving a shout out in the chat, because I'm also going to paste the chat to our on demand after on YouTube. So shouts out to Ron. We got Kev, we got Big Ev, we got MBB Met 69, we got Sparrow, we got EC Hood, we got Chuck. Nice to see everyone saying hi in the chat from the league. Be sure to join the league. The link is above cbgm.news. Okay, Brad Farmer, Alabama. Also, the way to apply is on cbgm.news and see what teams are free. You must own 25 and you must upgrade every season. Okay, Alabama, Brad Farmer, Triple OS. I don't know, that's not him. He's EC Hood, I believe, now. So Brad Farmer could be an early signing. From Florida to Bama. Jean Warner, or Gene, we'll call him Jean in this case. 113 from Rhode Island, from the Pilgrim High School, unsigned. We're at 112, Drake Tremblay. No one interest right now from anybody. Oh, NC Hood, that was the new guy. He is happy. He said that in the chat. So congratulations. Now, Levon Young signs with VCU. Name of the owner is Yeah. So there we go. Terry Odom, Florida, unsigned 110. Offer out from Memphis. That's an AI team. No interest yet. Jamal Tyler signs with SMU. That's TV Guy D, I believe. All right. Ad break in about 2.5 minutes as well. We'll do that just over the 100 area. Okay, Vic Willius Gonzaga signing. Nil. About 100K. So now we're getting a sense of how much these players cost for NIL. Okay. Some people hate it when they hear nil, but whatever, same crap. NIL, 97,000 at the 108 recruit. Okay, Tim Wright signing. Not sure I'm keen on this guy. I guess, did I put NIL on this guy? I don't even know if I did. I don't think I did. There was an offer out on him. I don't think I needed him to win. I don't believe I did anyway. Small forward. Oh, yeah, actually, I might have, because he was... No, I don't recall. Anyways, that's my team. I'll take it. Hopefully I get better later on. Deshaun Daniels, Evansville. We're looking at 150K NIL, 106. Evansville signing. I think that's Big Ev. This is a JUCO. I already knew about this signing. This is an early signing. Mario Morton from Mesa, Arizona. Early signing. James Greenberg, 104, 114, 104, sorry, 14 a game. Not that interesting. Moving on. John Humphreys, 103. No, Big Ev's not Evansville. All right. AK or someone. Okay, after that, we got Jason Iacona out east, point guard, Seton Hall, Kev BK. There was an NIL out for 145. Uncertain if that actually is what they took, but we're almost at the top 100 now. Ryan Sangaila, that's a Lithuanian last name, Darius Sangaila, but American, naturalized, and 101. So we're at 100. The ad break starts in 25 seconds. Gary Avery, I might kind of slow it down. If you don't have any subscription here, you might miss a few recruits around 195. I'll actually write them in the chat so people can keep track. Gary Avery, 100. Seton Hall. Another signing by Seton Hall at 100. Okay. Next up, Steve Greer, unsigned. 99 Greer, unsigned. Okay. Then we got Anthony Kellogg signed up. So we got 98 Kellogg signed, Georgetown. All right. So, and Gabe unfortunately is out, I believe, at a function, so he cannot see that. Next up at 97, Dzevat Poljevic, 97 Serbia unsigned. Serbia unsigned. Okay, moving on next. Logan Archambault, 96 Canada unsigned. Unsigned. Oh, I should put their name in there. I just called them Serbia. All right, Archambault. Archambault. All right, ads. Yeah, okay, great. Whatever. Oh yeah, because the green bar is up. Okay, up after that, Brandon Vines, 95 Zags. 95 Vines, Gonzaga. So congrats there for Slick Rick. All right, next up, Travis King. 94 King Davidson. All right, working our way through. Bob Harrell, unsigned at 93. 93 Harrell, unsigned. Kerwin Turner, 92. We got 92 Turner, unsigned. Yeah, no sub. Well, maybe sub. Okay, next up, Allen Rowe, Vermont. All right, this could end up being a triple OS team at some stage, but 91 Rowe, Vermont. All right, that may end up being triple OS. All right, we got David Jones. So we're at 90 now. We got Jones signed by SMU. So that is TV Guy D with the signing at number 90 out of Texas, El Paso. David Jones, verbal signing, D+ defense. After that, we're looking at Brett Bergman, 89 unsigned right now. Congratulations to your ads being done. 89 Bergman, unsigned. Next up, after that, we got Colin Rich. 88. Well, I don't need to type this crap anymore. Colin Rich, 88, Kentucky, out of Kentucky, Murray State on offer. Still has to battle LSU, Mississippi State interest, but the only offer out from Murray State, but did not sign early, leaving a window of opportunity for someone to jump in on this guy from Sparrow. Next after that, at 87, we got Winston Friel. No other, no offers out at 87, so we're moving on from him. Brian Hampton, 86, no offers out. UAB is the closest thing to him. Now, on top of that, we got Kenny Minor. And we got some interest from Duke, Virginia Davidson. No offers out. 85, under the top 100. The 4-star still. No 4-star offers on this guy out of Connecticut. And Josh Heddy, LaSalle with the signing here. No NIL. A verbal. Could be early. Not sure when this happened, but signing by LaSalle at 84. We're trying to get to that top 75. Donnie Ryan, 83. Does love Alabama A&M. Went to actually visit them and like them, so that's more of a natural signing if an offer goes out rather than SAT scores. But Donnie Ryan unsigned at 83 right now. And we got Jeremy Joseph, 82. Nevada is the most likely, but no signing right now. No offers out on Jeremy Joseph at 82. I guess Alabama A&M does not reciprocate the love. Dorian Self, 81. Athleticism off the chart, A+, no offers. Well, look at this. It's probably a dead giveaway. This guy is not good at school. Only 2 teams on interest. Kevin Petaway, UAB, no offers out, 80. All right, let's keep it moving. Not much going on with these guys. Tony Caskill, 79 unsigned from Hawaii. Hawaii not even on offer. And we're down to, all right, Utah State, Jeff Whitehead. This is, looks like an AI signing. Not much going on there. And next up, Rylan Higgins for Arizona from Many Farms, Arizona. And signed by TB Guy D. Beats out Nevada. And Rylan Higgins could be an early signing. Anthony Hart, 76, unsigned. Seton Hall on offer. No one else competing. Rutgers has an offer out there. That's MBB Mets. Still has a chance on the next pitch. And we're at 75 now. So Rodham Katz out of Israel is not signed. All right. Arkansas with the visit, expensive visit, those ones. And we're into the top 75. We got 74 that just came up. Terrence Linderman, JUCO out of Kentucky. Kentucky on offer. MBB Mets looks like he should lock up this guy right after the next round. And at 73, Ryan McGee, Texas Tech JUCO, signed off. That's done with. And next after that, Donta Anthony, Minnesota on offer. Ohio State AI on offer. No one else on offer. Has pretty good, well-rounded player based on the rating scouting. 72 center from Monticello, Mini, unsigned yet. Paul Fisher, 71, not signed at all at the moment. No offers out for 71. So into the top 70 we move. Erwin Roy, George Mason. George Mason on offer, wins that one. So I think someone just took, yeah, that's Steve, I believe, is George Mason. So we got a new, this is a human signing. Down to 69, Danny Gomez, or Gomes, I don't know how you pronounce that one, Gomez or Gomes. Kentucky, 69, and no, not good at Memphis at that camp, unsigned right now. So let's keep it moving, no offers out. Aiken Stokes, 68, Mississippi State. That's big, Ev. I remember your team now for at least one of them. All right, so Aiken Stokes goes to Mississippi. Dion Roll, Wisconsin. That is an AI team. That's not a human team. And that's about all she wrote on that. From Platteville. I think that's where those Amish people live on that TLC show, isn't it? But 67. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. Charlie Goodwin from Little River, Texas. Texas doesn't want any part of him, or Baylor could have them, but Texas Tech in on offer, BYU in on offer, Houston on offer, 66 unsigned yet. Charlie Goodwin, I know he's decent at camp. Incarnate Word. Is there some suspect SAT going on here? That's interesting. I think they're in region though. Okay, next after that, 65, Eric Tuck. This was the early signing by Lloyd. So he ended up switching. Who did he have? But anyways, he's at USC. Oh, yeah, Utah. So he went to USC now. The Trojans adding Eric Tuck, early signing. And after that, Wilfred Kahn, Germany, 64. Looks like he might not be good at school either. But then again, he's from Germany, so he doesn't probably speak English. So Coppin State, LSU. And next up, Charles Higgins. This looks like it does show Louisville on offer, Miami on offer, still unsigned yet cannot be revoked. Nil offer at almost 400K. Not much else you can do at this stage, but still hanging around. 62. All right, Colt Varley going to Tennessee, going to Aggo. That's what's going on with Colt Varley. Tennessee staying in state. That probably was an early signing, but whatever. Clemson Tigers, Anthony Daniels staying in South Carolina from Lexington. Kind of no surprise. Almost at the top 50. We're at 60 now. John McCarthy decides to stay in state. A very good school in state. Colorado through the nil. NIL at him, 365,000. And beats out Oklahoma, Villanova, Texas, and John McCarthy. Good camper here. We got Tyrus Clark going to the Canes, one of my teams. Don't think there's many people on offer on him. And no NIL either. So just more of a naturalized signing. Might be without any pitch. I think I might have pitched though because he was in the top 60. All right, next up, Doug Fisher Marquette. All right, 58. I think that's not real far. Who is that? Bill? I think maybe Bill. Doug Fisher, center, goes to Marquette. Beats out Michigan State. Beats out the Bearcats. And after that, Charles Hill, 57, not signed yet. No offers though. Colorado, top of the list. And what have we got after that? We're almost in the top 50 now. Lonnie Humphreys, shooting guard. This might be a bad sign for Miami's other pitches. But, yeah, all right. Canes had a couple guys in the top 60. Higgins Homer, Mississippi State. Big Ev signing here. Don't know if this guy's an early signing or not. Higgins Homer. How about that name? And next up after that, we got Melvin Conway, 54. Interest from Georgia Southern, Old Dominion. Looks like a poor student type list. So dangerous to pitch from that stage. Big Eb hooked another one. That's right. Now D Blackwell, St. Bonaventure, Aggo. The Bonnies add somebody here. So D Blackwell, 53. Respectable 4-star recruit overall position. Marvin Wheeler, 52. Baylor in on him. No one else in on him. Not signed at Baylor yet. Still open for the taking maybe. See what happens in the next round. Unsigned. We're almost at the top 50. Derek Cleaver from Hawaii ended up going to USC. Makes sense. Pretty nearby. 18.8 points per game, 51. All right, top 50 now. Now here's the 50th overall. Jonathan Slade. Again, maybe poor student. Don't know what's happening here with these lists. All right, after that, we're in the top 50, 49. Ladarian Lackey goes to Ego. Ego on a run here, a JUCO from K-State to K-State. NIL 175K approximate. All right, NIL and the JUCOs. And next up after that, we got Devin Buchanan. This was an obvious one. AK kind of waited for the last minute, trapped Georgetown and Miami in their NIL offer, poured in $500,000, put it on offer. He stayed in state from Baton Rouge, and that was it. That's all. And at 47, Jim Nixon goes to Triple OS. NIL 355K. Beats out Colorado, Texas A&M. I'm not sure if they pitched or not, or offered or not, but this guy's going to Oklahoma Sooners. Brody Atwood from Canada. Florida State on offer. Not much else. Niagara did not make the list on my pitch. Probably hates us. So I guess the Canadian's available. 4-star, 46, center. Not as important a position anymore. I don't know. What does the chat think? Next up, David Davis. Nice name. 45, Michigan, Wolverines. Doesn't want to go to the Buckeyes. Goes out of state, out of Ohio to play for the Blue. Wow. All right. Bit of a turncoat over there from Dayton. Unless Dayton hates Columbus. I don't know how that goes. NIL 531K. Next up after that, Carrie Stinnett from Connecticut goes to ODU. So someone's got to replace Trey Sims at some stage as the main talent. And Lloyd, ODU, 44 overall, Carrie Stinnett. We're almost into the top 40. We're at now John Shear, good signing, Northern Iowa. 43 overall from Iowa. Stays in state. Almost into the top 40 now, and we're looking at Chris Yearwood out of Duke, 42 overall. So this is the first signing for Physics Conch. It is Conch, I believe, not Conch. Conch like conch shell, the way he spells his name. So I would imagine maybe he's from Bahamas or what, but Physics Conch. Chris Yearwood, Duke. Next up, 41, Dion Miller, Duke. Back-to-back Dukies. Did they both have NIL? Yeah, 525. The guy below actually got more than the guy above. Dion Miller, 358K. Other guy about 500-something K. And we're in the top 40. So 2 signings by Physics Conch right away. Cedric Foreman, 40th overall, unsigned right now. Lots of different teams that could go after this guy, but no one's really after him, maybe because he didn't do well in camp. No one cares. And we're into 39. David Bryant. So the first Hopper with a big signing here. I believe USC and BYU were just going at it. He's from LA, chooses to go join up in Provo. And BYU gets David Bryant. So Hopper signing. I'm not sure if Hopper is in a Bonanza chat. Congratulations, Hopper. Doc Attaway, an early signing. I'm just going to say again, this was such a kick in the dick. This guy's the only guy who signed out of the top 50 or whatever. He liked location. He chooses from Cali to go to Notre Dame. Come on, man. Talk about BS. Next up, Nate Woolfolk. St. Mary's signing Chuck from Diego. He stays around the region in California. He goes to St. Mary's. 37 overall. And next up after that, we got Brandon Menser. Stevie or whatever, Steve 7. is getting it done now with Michigan State. They are coming back to relevancy, are they? But he does keep an in-state talent from Michigan. Sparrow's going to have competition in state now. As we look at East Lansing battling Ann Arbor, that rivalry is going to come around very soon. And on top of that, we got Eddie Johnson from Naples, Florida, 35th overall. No offers out. A lot of hate. No one wants to even gamble. Wow. All right, we'll see what happens next round. A lot of teams could see what's up with a 4-star, 35. And after that, we got Adam Strandmark. Fudge. He was top. He was on my list at top at Miami. He was above Louisville. Louisville on the freaking list. I pitched location. It would be even, you'd think, but he chooses to go to Cards. You know, I'm just going to save my profanity in my head. All right. After that, Omar Warren Gonzaga. That's a nice camper, this guy, I believe. Yeah, he's a nice one. Goes to Gonzaga. Slick Rick. Are the Zags becoming relevant again? They put their NIL in the right place. 33rd overall. Pretty good deal. $359K a year. Better than what was happening on some players at 42. They were getting, $500K. So that's a pretty good bid. Jimmy Worrell, another good camper. Stays in state. Really hard to beat. Looks like he beat out, though, Bubba. I think Florida State was below Florida. The Gators on the list. He decides to go to Tallahassee instead of Gainesville. So the Swamp lose out to the Seaman Holes. All right, next up after that, Alton Asbury, a really good camper. VCU scoops him. I feel bad, NC State. Good try there, I guess. Maryland, good try. And Alton Asbury is 31. We're in the top 30 now, so we're looking at, here we go. Don't let Nick the Nuts get good with two teams now. So now we're looking at Gabe Wilson, Houston, to go along with the North Carolina back-to-back titles at Chapel Hill. Gabe Wilson, point guard, I guess beats out Baylor, is going to Houston. Now we're into the top 30. We're almost at the 5-star talents. And at ODU, all right, man. Nice. They've won a championship in the last 5-10 years. A lot of respect for Lloyd, whatever is going on at Old Dominion. Trey Sims, the other guy that helped them get there in their championship year. I don't know. It seems like he's doing all right in G League or something. Tyrone Howard joins the other dude. They got two guys like top 60-ish range, so ODU, way to go. And Ken Smith, 28s. We got Toledo on offer. We got Xavier on offer. X-Men seem the most likely to pick this guy up. Unsigned right now, 28. So still could be hot for some guys. Toledo has another chance to pitch one more time. And after that, Baylor is starting to show up. They got Todd Dobbins, is who they decided to get. Beating out Kansas, beating out Texas. Now what's up? What are we looking at here? We got Marquis Ford, Alfred, again, beating out Miami by 1. This is twice now Cards just took from the Canes. The two guys I was going after. I'm going to punch my monitor to go on some sort of TikTok video. Some guy getting frustrated. That is annoying, honestly. I don't know. I came in with location. He must have done the same. I don't know if he did facilities or what. But that is annoying. 600K in NIL. All right, next. Ilarion Markolides from Greece and Purdue. So Spider said, hope he gets his guys. He got his guys. So he will come back and learn about that. His international center, Ilarion Markolides from Greece. And at 24, we're looking at. Oh, I thought that was Marcus Wood. I better get Marcus Wood at least. Mo Ryu Ming from China. So who's interested? Purdue going again. All international. No one else wants to really take the risk on this guy. Mo Ryu Ming, 5-star, 24 overall. And after that, we got. That's right. Finally, somebody coming around. Miami doesn't get the good guys, but Marcus Woods definitely beating out Triple OS. The thing is, I think I came in with facilities the same grade. It could have been anybody. It could have gone one way or the other. I don't know. But thank God. Well, I don't know what factors went into it, but I'm not getting shut out from a 5-star this season. Thankfully. All right, next up after Marcus Woods. This guy was so in the hole. Hollis Bremner. The battles continue. Houston now at the top of the board. Colorado, Wichita State, both on offer. Not much else going on there. I don't think there's any chance with Spider over here. But 22, Hollis Bremner is still around, a 5-star. We're going to 21 next. Aki Richards. And just this all-out battle. Baylor, Colorado, trading punches with the Jayhawks. Do not want to be in that mix. I know I bailed pretty hard with Wichita State. I don't want any part of this. But good player. Texas doesn't either. They don't want no part of this either. All right, moving on to top 20 next. Grant Barnes. And we're still looking at nothing really going on with him. Nothing with him yet. And after 20, we're at 19. Bryant Grauer goes to Minnesota. So 19. Chat's getting really silent, getting real nervous, I guess, guys, or what? Nobody wants to talk trash that they're going to win their recruits. We're getting into the top 20 now. Kev BK got 19. Channel's a ghost town now. Dead silent. Fingers crossed. Nobody wants to jinx anything. Enrique Quinteros from Argentina. 18. Purdue. Spider gets a second guy. Second guy going here. So he might also get the Chinese guy. So we're looking at, well, he had the power forward here, and then he got a center. So I don't know if he needs the Chinese guy anymore. And next, Brett Bratton from Georgetown's the most interested in him. No one else on offer. This guy's, there's not a lot of detail on him, but if you do dig deeper into East Coast Jam, you will understand that he was decent there. More than decent, sorry. That's a bad word because that's actually a term for a camper that's average, but he was in the top area of that national camp. So he's still out there, 17. Next up, Nolan Caspers goes to Baylor. 600K on offer. I'm not sure who else bid. I think I heard somebody bid on this guy. But that's about that. And next up, what do we got? Alvin Garrett. We're into the top 15 now. The top 15 prospects in all the lands and planet, potentially, if there's internationals. Alvin Garrett, 15. And next up, he's around still. Jake Wright, unsigned. So a couple guys still not going. Davidson with the most love to give. The rest of the teams, he loves a lot of teams. Purdue's in on him as well. 14, Jake Wright, unsigned at the moment. And next after that, we got Juan Cruz Zurita, Argentina, another international recruit. Purdue's going to need translators for every nation soon. We got, what do we got on the list? We got Spanish. What was that 25th one? I forget at this stage. Anyways, 13 Argentina, 22 a game from, I don't know what that is, what league that is. And after that, we got, wow. Is anyone annoyed by Carden? Well, he's not in the top 10, so I guess that's not the worst. But Kevin Everett, the center, chooses to go to cards 1125 and now add the number 2 on the end. So, anyways, whatevs. And we're moving into the top 10. Robert Brown. So they had a point guard at the same time. Look at this class. If they had one more guy, we're looking at a Fab 5 of 5 stars going to Purdue. If the Chinese guy signs 3 bigs, 3 or 4 bigs, I don't know if the other guy, no, he was a guard. So almost a full 5-star team going to Spider. Wow. And everybody was like, oh yeah, Aguilia especially going, hey, bid on my guys. I hope no one gets Purdue guys at the Boilermakers. No one challenges him, and he just locks up 5 guys, like the burger place. No one wants to do anything about it. They just want to screw me. Come on. We can do better than that. Someone, throw a fucking stick in his tire. Did not happen. All right, next up, Corey Wynn, Stanford. Great. That's actually, I'm going to clap to that. Very good. Stanford, they need the GPA. They're kind of turning themselves around. I guess ACC, you got to consider the conference prestige now. And so Corey Wynn going to Stanford, the center. So that's good. That's EC Hood. Way to go, bud. That might be their conference change. I think it might have made a big difference here with the $1 million NIL offer. Okay, into the top 10 now, guys. No one has signed from the top 10. This is going to be a lot of action coming up. So we're going to move up to number 9 next. And at number 9, we're looking at Texas, of course. Are we going to see a bunch of burnt orange now coming down? I certainly hope not. Grant 5 signs. Corey Murray, he's got a shooting guard. NIL offer only $300K at number 9. So there you go. You can actually probably check to see if you got good deals or not. That is a good deal. Last guy had NIL at 1 mil, as you can see. All right. Now, next up, we got Brandon Marsh, and it continues for cards. He scoops a point guard now at the same time with all those other guys I could have had with the Canes. What a dick. Okay, anyhow, 1.5 mil NIL point guard going to cards. All right, next up, we're at 7. And after that, we got Jim Fishback and the Tar Heels strike on someone. I didn't know what to do with this guy. He was kind of picky and moody about a lot of teams. You see these guys in blue at the bottom. There's a lot of guys in are lukewarm. And then he leaves the state of California. He goes to North Carolina. So not done. The legacy can continue. Maybe a dynasty for Nick the Nuts. Who knows? We'll see. All right. So 1.5 mil approximate value. All right. Number 6 next. Brendan Kreider. It's going to be an all-out war. We're looking at the Gators and Wichita State. They got one more chance to duke it out. For Brendan Kreider, point guard. I think UConn's out of money. Maybe they might get something back, though, if they're losing guys. We might have to consider that. They're Bubba, but you and I are going to go for one more punch next round on that. And after that, at number 5, we got Malachi Bryant. Congratulations, Kev BK. If you can take a title with UConn and then Mini, that would be quite the accomplishment. I think Colorado and Mini are the most likely to show secondary team titles to be very proud of. Whereas Lloyd, though, with Old Dominion, that's just that's another level of amazing. So, but anyways, could be good after the one and done on the Dickens guy, I guess. LaRon Dickens or whatever his name is, he'll be gone. All right, top 5. 5 gone, 4 coming up. Next up, Texas. So Texas T. Tony Washington, the burnt orange, 2 guys, top 10, bound to happen. What else is going on now? Corey Jordan's left. Lou Felton is left. And I don't know what number 3 was again. I forget. So number 3, yeah, 2.3 NIL, Texas. A lot of money there. Got another guy for cheap, though, later on. Kendall Payne goes to Kentucky. So MBB Mets, congratulations if you stuck around to watch this. We got the state of Kentucky, one of the blue blood schools. They deserve to get someone good. So MBB Mets gets a real talent here. He chooses to go to the Wildcats. One and done, though. Enjoy him for the year. Good NIL offer, 1.3 mil on the NIL at the top 3. Okay, 2 guys to go left. We got Lou Felton, who I'm in on, actually, with Wichita State. I have to admit. I'm going for it. At number 2. And it could go anywhere. And then number 1, Corey Jordan, sorry. Probably North Carolina, the way things go these days. And next up, Kansas, you assholes. Location. Okay, it must have been conference prestige. I came in with the school prestige. I finished 3rd. I guess Dane still finished 2nd. But kind of felt the love of location. There's some sort of formulation going on here. A little bit of a combo of in-state plus conferences. So Big 12 wins out with the 1.3 mil NIL offer. And that's that. I don't know if it's because of the money or what. Money's low. I don't know what I went for with Wichita State, but anyways, whatever, lost out. Okay, Corey Jordan, none of my teams are in on him, so I'm just going to shut the stream off now. I don't really care. Okay, no, that's just a joke. So Corey Jordan, who's going to get him? Let's get some predictions in the chat. I'm going to write this out. Corey Jordan is going where? And we'll see also how much NIL that he actually goes for. Because he's the number 1 recruit. But the thing is, the most money should be about the indie recruit getting the most money, and I hope it knows that. North Carolina, 2 other people. Maryland says someone. UConn, all right, UConn could be in. And 2 Tar Heel picks. And with that, we're going to go with the last selection to be, see who's right. It's going to go to Georgetown. You're all wrong. So Gabe, you missed it. Hope you come back. Check the on-demand. We got 2.38 mil going to Georgetown. I like to see it. Although it seems like he got the Indy MVP a couple times now. So that DeMarco Norris to go with Corey Jordan. So Georgetown knows how to reel him in. He is from New Jersey. Look at North Carolina sitting there at number 2. So we'd like to see that. The Tar Heels need to correct themselves. We need to see a drop-off there. Maryland finishes 3rd. UConn 4th. Georgetown. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming to the stream. And get ready for next bids. I got to get the save up so you guys can make your next pitches. And we go from there, all right? So thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you coming out and watching this. And catch you in the Discord chat. Okay. See you later.